Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to A Monkey in the Morning. I am your host, the Ranting Monkey, and I hope you're all having a great day. Wow, this has been a while since I've done Monkey in the Morning this late, but last night, guys, I was done. By the time we ended our game stream, I could barely even sit up anymore, so I was like, fuck it. Not tonight. I have a backache. And so, I went to sleep, popped my pills right before bedtime, and I actually slept about 7 hours, and I feel like I slept 7 hours. I hope you guys are feeling very well. Man. Scribbles, my friend, how are you this morning?
I feel like I've lost an hour of time. I think I was abducted by aliens.
Shit, I forgot to plug in my headphones. I hate when I do that.
Wow, so you didn't even hear the joke I said. Great!
No, I heard it all. You said you felt like you were abducted by aliens because you lost an hour.
Oh.
It's just, it kind of startled me because the sound came from over there instead of my headphones.
Ooh. What are you doing? Why? I don't think I've ever actually been present for a Monkey in the Morning, or at least my morning. This is always like 2 a.m. or something my time when you do these things.
Well, dude, I fell 2 days ago.
Yes.
And just getting through yesterday sucked. And by the end of the game stream, man, I was like, nope. I'm going to sleep.
Nope.
And I told people if I got up early enough, I would do a stream. So here we are. That's all it is.
Rock us like a hurricane. All right. Well, I was in the midst of getting my script ready to do audio for my next video, but then I got this tweet from some crazy guy who wants me to come on and talk to him. So I guess I can't turn that down.
That's good. Good of you. Real quick, cryptic thank you. Spring forward 1 hour, not 8, man. Yeah, I know. I forgot about that whole spring forward. So I got 6 hours of sleep. This is a good time to remind people you have a stream later.
Yes. Let's see now. Well, now it is in 3 hours and 40 minutes, thereabouts, if I'm getting this correct. Or at noon Pacific time, whatever that is for people. Point Curation and I will be talking about telecommunications on Familiar with the Matter. So looking forward to that. But this will get my talking voice warmed up.
There you go. Mine. I started to go live. I'm like, wait a minute, I haven't warmed my voice up. Usually, if I've just woken up and I'm getting ready to do a show, I sit here and sing for like 20 minutes, half an hour.
La 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 la.
No, usually I just throw on my iTunes and I finish up with my rendition of "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me."
When I was in junior high and I heard that song, when it was Elton John and Michael, what's his name?
Michael.
And
George Michael.
Yeah, George Michael. Yeah, and when they did the duet, when I first heard the phrase "Don't let the sun go down on me," I thought, "Oh my God, that blowjob would burn off your dick."
Nice. That's actually my favorite version of the song.
No, it's I mean, all joking aside, it's a really good that live version they did is great.
Yeah, that's the one I warmed my voice up to, y'all. But they don't want to hear about me getting warmed up. Just me being here warms them up. So let's move on, shall we? For those of you who don't usually get to see A Monkey in the Morning, especially live, what we do here is random. Somebody actually asked, they came on the other night and said, what is this show? I'm like, I don't know how to describe it.
This is the Lords of the Night before we had a format.
Yeah, it kind of is. It is whatever comes up. And I have a couple of news stories that I wanted to talk about. I almost called this AOC Exposed.
Dear God, please no.
There was a video sent to me. Some guy named Mr. Reagan, I think was his name, did an expose video on Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. It goes through how she became who she is today. And what I mean by that is just politically. For those of you who don't know, and I did know this about her. I'd heard it weeks ago. She did not run for Congress the way anybody else does. The Justice Democrats, a group that was put together by Cenk Uygur, and I know Kyle Kushner. The fuck is his name?
Who?
Oh fuck, I forget his name. I'll have to find it eventually. But they really hyped this up, and it's this group that I remember watching Cenk Uygur say it at the time. They specifically set out to primary Democrats because they wanted to change the Democratic Party. And Cenk Uygur, by the way, he eventually got kicked out, guys. I don't know if Mr. Reagan talks about that because I only watched like 3/4 of the video. But Cenk was forced out for, was it racist things he said, Scribe?
Oh God, I barely remember this story at all. He said something that didn't align with the ideology of the extremists, which is crazy given it was Cenk, but I don't remember.
Right, but this was like, I mean, what he had said. Kyle Kalinske, thank you. I knew it was something like that. Thank you, Bubba Hotep. But he got forced out over it because he had said something, I think it was 8 years beforehand. And
let's see.
Can't.
Okay, progressive group oust Cenk Uygur over past sexist writing.
Sexist, there it is.
Let's see if I can find the quote. Okay, this week the Rap unearthed archived blog post from Uyghur's early days as a pundit and writer in which he repeatedly used objectifying language to describe women. Quote, obviously the genes of women are flawed, Uyghur wrote in a 1999 post lamenting the inadequate amount of sex he was having while living in Miami, Florida. Quote, they are poorly designed creatures who do not want to have sex nearly as often as needed for the human race to get along peaceably and fruitfully.
Yeah, and they kicked him out over that, guys. Yeah.
Well, I mean, is it any different than, tweets coming up from 17 years ago that suddenly become like poison to your entire career?
Well, he was one of the first real examples we had of that.
Yeah.
But he's such a small figure on the big stage that it mostly went uncommented, except for by people like us who are like, haha, Cenk. But yeah, this was his brainchild, the Justice Democrats. And what they did is they sent out what Mr. Reagan calls casting calls. He said, they just said, hey, do you want to be a member of Congress? Submit your thing here. And he's got video of these people talking about doing this. And again, none of this is one of the reasons I'm not going to say exposed, because I mean, this is all out there.
And it's legal. It's not something that's wrong necessarily.
Sure.
Yeah.
Cryptic, thank you. Chuck ain't all wrong. Cenk. I'm assuming autocorrect. Chunk is Chunk. I call him the human Teletubby, but yeah, he's not always wrong. But he did apologize for that. He's like, look, that's not how I feel anymore. Somebody's touched my pee-pee since then. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was nominated by her brother.
Oh.
He wrote in. She didn't even seek it out. It was her brother who did it.
Huh. So she didn't do this of her own accord. She needed a man to push her into the right direction.
Indeed. It took men to do this for her. But he does this great thing in that video where he shows people talking from the Justice Democrats and then AOC like literally parroting it.
Okay.
Which again, not wrong.
No. But
he goes through and he did something. I've had a problem with AOC.
No, you really?
Let me explain.
Yeah, well, you got some explaining to do, monkey.
Bubba Hotep, thank you. Do the truffle shuffle. Oh God, I would pay money to see Cenk do
the truffle shuffle. Oh God, yeah.
That would just be great. Especially if he was wearing that same outfit.
Oh, the Hawaiian shirt and everything.
The Hawaiian shirt and the shorts.
Is that like recasting Goonies for the older generation? It's like, and Cenk Uygur as Chunk.
The problem I've had with her, other than the fact that she's a moron, is that she's a really successful moron. And usually you don't see a moron get that successful. Not in politics. Now, hang on.
Okay, all right.
This is a woman who didn't even know how government works.
Yeah.
We've seen that over and over again. And as he's showing these different videos of people talking and then her literally saying the same goddamn things, like, oh, when she goes out there to answer questions and stuff, she has a script. Okay, makes sense. That's why when you see her on Instagram where there is no script, it's like, this woman's in Congress? And then when you see her and she's up there, talking about some policy or something, she sounds like she might know what she's doing. It's because she doesn't know what she's doing. She's just being told what to say, and she says it. And then when she goes off script, it's like, how is she not drooling on herself?
Mhm.
And to give you an example, she got a little flack yesterday because she suggested that America was garbage. And I'm not.
How? In what context?
Well, she was. I think that was at South by Southwest. I haven't found the original video. I know it's around somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But she was talking to. She was being interviewed, and she's explaining that things might be getting a little bit better. And she says, but 10% of garbage isn't good, or 10% better than garbage isn't good. I'm like,
10% better than garbage.
10% better than garbage.
Okay, well, all right. Well, first, before we continue, all right.
Yeah.
Now, there's our hopes for our elected representatives,
Sure.
and then there's the reality as individuals. Okay. For example, Donald Trump. I would hope our president would act in some respect like a statesman, but this is Donald Trump. So
Sure.
My expectations are drastically lowered compared to my hopes. In the case of AOC, that she says something that stupid, is that out of character for her? And do you want to attribute her stupidity with any more credence than her actual statements of quote unquote fact? You know what I mean?
Well, real quick, thank you, tall person. Hey, I can catch one of these live. It's nice to listen to whilst I work produce. Have a good day, everyone. Tall person, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for that. And Space Trekker, thank you. Good morning, Monkey and Scribe. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Here's the problem, and like I said, this has been my problem with her all along.
Mm-hmm.
When she's off the cuff, man, you can tell. You can really tell because she ends up saying something really fucking stupid.
Yes.
But like when she went up there and she was there's now a now famous clip of her questioning 3 people. I don't know who the fuck they were, but they were before her committee. And she's like, let's say I want to be as evil as possible, right? How's and she goes on this whole list. Her lightning round is what she called it.
Oh, okay.
And she points out that basically the president isn't held to the same standard as Congress, which, by the way, the standard of Congress that they're talking about is actually congressional rules, not necessarily legally binding.
Right.
But she comes off as like really fucking smart. And it's like there's no way those two people exist together. And Mr. Reagan puts forth that maybe that when it comes time for her to be asking her questions and stuff like that, they've already been written for her by somebody else, and that's why she sounds smarter. And when she goes off script, that's when we see things like her bitching about the environment while throwing away plastic trash bags instead of recycling them.
Isn't that true of most people? If you have prepared statements or prepared questions or something because you had time to think about it, some people just aren't very good on their feet, so to speak. And again, okay, I want to make something clear. I'm not making apologies for AOC. I'm just saying that I don't want to hold her to any more higher expectations than I would any regular human being. Don't get me wrong. Just like with Donald Trump, I'm not happy with the quality of thinkery coming out of our public officials lately. But if this is the new normal, I gotta set my hopes aside for the reality of the situation.
There's a difference, though, and to me, the difference is doing it yourself.
Okay.
Whether you like Donald Trump or not, Donald Trump said, "I want to be president," and made himself president.
True. Okay.
And we know, like presidents, when they give these great speeches, we know they didn't fucking write those. 90% of the time, one of their speech writers did it. And when they go off script, sure, you can tell. But this is a woman who doesn't even know the point she's talking about when she goes off script. It's really weird to see if you watch her just live. Real quick, this is the actual quote. She said, "It's just that now we've strayed so far away from what has really made us powerful and just and good and equitable and productive. And so I think all of these things sound radical compared to where we are, but where we are is not a good thing. And this idea of like 10% better from garbage is shouldn't be what we settle for. It's like it feels like moderate is not a stance, it's just an attitude towards life like
Okay, just so I have context, do you have the question she was asked that she was responding to?
Oh God, where is this question?
Because I mean, it would help to know what it was that she was trying to answer, because that might make her sound even dumber.
Asked moments later, they don't have the direct quote, but asked moments later about the Green New Deal, Medicare for all, and the 15% minimum wage, Ocasio-Cortez suggested that America is in decline and that the current state of America is garbage. And then this is so she was asked about the how America is right now.
Okay,
garbage, y'all.
Yeah, the garbage that caused her to get public office, the garbage that is paying her bills right now. I mean, so there's this scene from a TV show. It's called The Newsroom. It's a very famous little clip you can find on YouTube very easily. I think it's from like the very first episode or something. And the star of the show, oh fuck, I forget his name all of a sudden. The guy from Jeff Bridges, yes.
No. Jeff Daniels.
Jeff Daniels. Thanks for screwing up my brain. Anyway, Jeff Daniels on the stage, and he's asked, like, why is America the greatest country in the world, or something like that. And he then goes on this rant, this very sort of bittersweet rant about how America isn't the greatest country in the world. He lists off all the reasons why, because of infant mortality and literacy and healthcare and yada, yada, yada. And yet he's able to express the fact that, we have hope for the fact that we can do better than we are, et cetera, et cetera.
That is a great speech, actually.
It is a great speech. I mean, it's a bit, it's very a chest-poundy American while also being realistic. And I have a feeling that if that speech was made today, given the climate, people would say that it's a "Make America Great Again" stance.
Sure,
which is interesting. But anyway, what I mean to say is that you can be honest about the faults of America. You can be honest about how we're deficient as compared to others of our peers in the world, without making it sound like it's a lost cause and we're terrible people or something.
We're garbage.
Yeah, we're garbage. No, we're not garbage. We're human beings. We're a country that has a lot of things we should work on. It's true. But you don't get there by denigrating the entire population as somehow less than human or some fucking shit.
The that speech is actually something I really like, because when it first came out, I saw that all over, and it was coming from people that I follow from the left. And even though it's coming from them, I'm watching like, he's not wrong.
Right.
He's not. There are definitely things we can do better. But then we get to Donald Trump and Make America Great Again, and all of them are like, no, we don't need, America's fine. Like, here, let me replay this video for you that you guys used to share all the time.
Exactly.
Ragnar, thank you. What brand of liquor is Jeff Daniels?
He's the off-brand you get at like CVS.
Yes, yeah, he's the. You don't really want to drink that unless you have no other choice.
Yeah, unless you're like poor or homeless or something, you want to have a brown bag around it.
Actually, though, Jeff is from Michigan.
Oh, is he?
And he did a movie. Yeah, he did a movie once called what is it? Escanaba by the Moonlight.
Escanaba.
It's really Escanaba.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
It's a place in Michigan.
Oh, okay.
Up in the UP.
I'm not from Michigan. I don't know.
Yeah, it's up in the. Yeah, it's a very small movie. Wasn't very well known. It was a vanity project of his. Mm-hmm. It's really silly, but if you live in Michigan, you're like, yeah, exactly. A great movie, but I can't remember too many other things he's been in. But I like Jeff Daniels. But
he was in a couple of Civil War movies where he played, was it Chamberlain, I think? He did a great job there. He's a very good dramatic actor, even though he's kind of, unfortunately, best known for things like Dumb and Dumber, which is weird.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's where anyhow. But that speech, if you guys haven't seen it, watch it and try to argue with what's actually said there. Because at the end, he pulls up saying, we're not the best. We sure used to be.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that
Right.
part is like, yes,
Yeah.
make America great again.
Yeah. And listening to that speech, every time I listen to that, and I think he might even mention it in the speech, I always think back to well, actually, I think back to a line from Apollo 13 where, like, Tom Hanks as Jim Lovell, he says, you know, we just decided to go as
Yeah.
far as going to the moon. Just like we just decided to do it, and it's like, why can't we get back to that kind of mentality again? It's like we
You
see.
just want to go a moon base.
Well, okay. Now I'm biased. I want a moon base, but that's beside the point. It's the mentality of there is a problem. And in the situation of going to the moon, it was we're going to solve the problem of getting a man to the moon and safely back. Okay. We had a problem. We went through a lot of trials and tribulations to solve that problem, including the deaths of a couple of astronauts in the process. But at the end of the day, we made a goal for ourselves. We set out to achieve it, and we did as a nation, as humankind, whatever else. And in America especially, we can do these things if we choose to do it. There's just so much dithering, and everything becomes partisan instead of saying, look, this is an agreeable upon issue, right? Like lack of literacy, child mortality, or infant mortality. Can we say that these things are overall bad things no matter what side of the aisle you're on? If the answer is yes, then how can we fix this together and fix it? Just work on one thing at a time. This is why I think single issue candidates make more sense to me. It's like if somebody came in and said, I'm going to run for president, and over the course of the 4 years, my only task will be to increase literacy amongst our people. I'd be like, great. I mean, how else are we going to advance if we don't like focus in on something and fix it? You know? Anyway.
I don't necessarily have a problem with single issue candidates as long as they have some idea of the other issues going on.
Yeah, no,
it's
I'm not
single issue voters I have a problem with.
No, yeah.
Real quick, I have a couple of super chats here. Cryptic, thank you so much. Chunk is like diarrhea, painful until it's out.
Oh, God.
And X Bubba Hotep, thank you. Random question: is it bad that two coworkers and I have shared a Dante name tag for when we get called in on our day off, and no one has noticed? You know, not really. I understand, but hopefully your bosses know your names and they're not using your name tag to try to remember who you are. You guys know I have a problem with names, right? So when I worked at Walmart, man, when I covered the front end, dude, there were literally 100 people underneath me.
Whoa, dude, that's an orgy.
I know, right? But because of that and my problem with names, there were so many times I'm like, hey, you, I'd have to try to sneak a peek at their name tag to know what the fuck to call them. By the end, I mean, once you've worked with them several times, okay, name, face, gotcha. But man, that was hard.
Well, now you got to remember personal pronouns.
Yeah, well, thankfully I don't work there anymore. I'm cripple.
Oh, is that your personal pronoun?
That's my personal pronoun, cripple. I want to switch gears. AOC, she's an idiot. Mr. Reagan's video's out there. I forget the name of it, but check it out. It's on my timeline somewhere because somebody sent it to me. So check it out. It's interesting if you don't know much about where she came from. Jaguar attacks woman trying to take selfie at zoo.
Was she leaning over the fence or something?
I haven't read the story. I've seen it in a couple of places. You know how you like CNN? On this show,
yeah, I love CNN.
Well, for your news stories.
Yes.
For my news stories, I typically go to New York Post.
Okay.
Just because I think they cover funnier stuff.
Sure. Eclectic things.
But this one, I did see this story in several places as I was meandering around the internet this morning, but we're going to the Post for this. A jaguar in Arizona Zoo attacked a woman who crossed a barrier to take a selfie with the animal.
Yeah. Darwin Award.
Rural Metro fire officials said the woman in her 30s was trying to take a photo near the fence of the jaguar enclosure at the Wildlife World Zoo in Maricopa County Saturday. Oh, this is a Florida chick, isn't it? No, Maricopa County. That's what?
No, that's Arizona.
Yeah. When the big cat swiped at her arm. Video of the aftermath shows a woman with a deep gash in her arm, withering around and moaning in pain. She's lucky it didn't kill her. He's just like, get the fuck out of my cage.
Exactly.
The man who shot the video, Adam Wilkerson, told AZ Family His mother distracted the beast with a water bottle, and he was able to pull the woman away. You didn't just keep filming? Oh, that's right. He got aftermath footage. Never mind. Witnesses told zoo officials the woman had crossed over the barrier to get her picture.
Yeah.
I don't feel sorry for her. I'm sorry. Stay the fuck out of their cages.
Yeah, they don't have barriers up there for no reason. You know, and good God, a jaguar? Of all the things that you want to, like, oh my God, what an idiot.
He's such a pretty kitty.
She's so lucky to be alive. You're right. It's just that thing could have ripped her apart.
Well, do you remember the story of the idiots who were taunting a tiger? And the tiger was in a recessed enclosure, and it jumped the fuck out to eat one of them.
Yeah.
Look, I love these cats. I think they're gorgeous, but they are death machines.
Yeah, they're wild animals. You know, they may be in enclosures. That does not stop them from being dangerous. I remember when I was a kid, we had two cats, and we also had like our house was right in front of like a forest, basically. And so at night we'd have like raccoons coming out and opossums and things. And I remember a friend of mine was visiting. I was a kid, and he wanted to let our cat out to go meet a raccoon. And thankfully I had the wherewithal to say, the raccoon will kill him. Because have you ever seen a raccoon fight?
Oh, yeah.
They
got little razor hands, man.
Yeah, they are brutal as shit. And they would tear apart a house cat, and I was like, no. And I don't know if I saved my cat that night, but I stopped him from opening up the screen door. So
Space Trucker says, play stupid game, win stupid prizes. Exactly. And that's what happened here. Yeah, these are wild fucking animals. Stop it. Every time something like this happens, I go back to Grizzly Man.
Oh, yeah.
And in fairness to him, he wasn't going to an enclosure. Instead, he went out into the wild, which is even dumber.
Yes.
Look, I don't blame animals when they kill people when the people did really stupid shit. Where was that at? Anthony Vogel asked, did you catch H. Bomberman's idiotic tweet rant about being moderate is bad? I did.
I did not.
I think at this point, 2 or 3 nights ago, I'm sorry, guys, you know, everything kind of runs together for me. But I saw Logic put out a tweet explaining centrism, moderate, whatever you want to call it. And it's something I've done many times myself. And I read his and like, yes, exactly. Because what he said is being a moderate does not mean sitting on a fence. That's what everybody, oh, you're a fence sitter. No, I have very strong opinions about many, many things. I am just not tied to one side or the other because I think each side has decent ideas at times. And you always see this with politicians. I mean, if you watch every 4 to 8 years, depending on when a new president comes in, you will see the parties absolutely switch their ideology.
Yes.
Their ideology, their morals, their principle, all of this shit changes depending on what idiot is in the White House. And we talked about this the other night, last night on our show, and then a couple nights ago on this show. Where Ilhan Omar was getting shit because she basically said Obama was no better than Trump. Yeah. And she's not wrong. Now, if you're talking about policy-wise, because she said, look, he was more polished. Well, she didn't name him specifically. She said past presidents.
Yeah.
He was more polished and had a better smile. But the policies behind it are not really different. Bearing led me to Logic, and somehow Logic led me to Ranting Monkey. Wow.
Interesting chain of events there.
I've often been told, you know, Bearing sent people here because he's a great guy who had a lot to do with me being like, but that you found me because of Logic, that's awesome. And I know he's never shouted me out or anything, but that's cool.
That you know of.
Hey, you're right. I don't watch all the Logic stuff. I do like him though, but he's funny. But anyway, so Logic does this tweet about, look, centrist, it just means you're not on one side or the other. But it doesn't mean you have no opinion.
Right.
It doesn't mean you have no stance.
Exactly.
Well, H. Bomberman comes out with his, and it's basically the opposite. It's like, if you're a moderate, you're part of the problem.
Oh God.
It was a really he actually did a chain. It was
It depends. Now, it depends on the context, because if you said something to the effect of, okay, let's say you had a religion, and this religion promoted very, very, very bad things, and you were a moderate of this religion where you didn't practice the very, very bad things yourself.
Well,
at the same time, you weren't exactly willing to denounce the bad things because it's still part of your religion. Now, being a moderate in that sense could be damaging to a certain extent. But when you're talking about politics or policy or just a centrist in general, that's not bad. That's being open-minded and critical of thought.
that was where he went. Moderate in your stances, which is what, but he was calling it centrism, and that's not the same thing.
Right. Okay. Being milquetoast about things is not the same as being a moderate and or a centrist. Like just sort of like, well, I'm just going to kind of sit over here. Yeah, equating somebody who takes issues on one at a time rather than doing it by a philosophy or something as a centrist or a fence sitter. No, that's being thoughtful.
Attic says, "Monkey, Attic, how you doing, man?" Oh man, yeah. We have a problem with it, and it's people trying to. This has actually been happening for a long time. If you're not on my side, then you're on the bad side. Is the same basic thing, and we've had this
against us.
Yeah, if you vote third party, you're basically voting for the other guy. Like, well, that's what the other guy's side says too.
Exactly. That was what happened with my best friend during the election when I said I wasn't going to vote in the presidential. I wasn't going to cast a vote for either Hillary or Trump. And they accused me of, well, you're just letting Trump win.
It's a de facto vote for the other side.
Exactly. And
Weebo.
Weebo.
I literally just crawled out of bed to get on this show, Monkey. I hope you feel special.
I do.
Weeb. It is Das Weeb.
Is Das Weeb.
Das Weeb.
Did I spell it right, by the way, on my Twitter?
Yes, Das Weeb means the woman.
Oh, really?
That's what it was. That's what was so perfect for you. It's like, Das Weeb is Das Woman.
Oh, everything is such a blur from the weekend.
I am sorry, Tyra, I didn't get that note. Oh, here, yeah, over on Streamlabs. Thank you so much. People with semi-extreme ideologies recruiting others that could have even more extreme ideologies are setting themselves up for failure. Their followers could overthrow them for not meeting the new extremist dogma. Maybe, but again, they recruited an idiot. I mean, it's pretty easy to keep an idiot in line. Like, do you like this nice new house you have? And you're talking about a woman who she was a bartender, and I'm not saying bartending is bad, but she's now making $174,000 a year.
As a bartender?
As a bartender.
Basically.
Oh my God. That's like some cocktail Tom Cruise shit right there.
I bet I could make that money as a bartender.
Yeah, you could.
Uh-oh.
Especially with some percussion.
Sorry. It's too early for this shit.
No, it's not.
Covington Magazine to sue CNN for more than $250 million.
Well, while you're at it, go all the way.
Exactly. There's no sense in not going all the way at this point. We got the momentum.
Let's see, Sandman, who was filmed, blah blah blah. Yeah, there's no real story here other than they've decided they're going to hit CNN as well. The suit has not been filed yet, but his lawyer was apparently on Fox News and told them, "Yeah, we're going to sue CNN," which is kind of funny. To go on to Fox News and tell him he's going to sue CNN.
Like, okay, but if he hadn't filed already and he hadn't served them, why would you say that on national television?
Everybody knows it's coming. That's why. I mean,
I know, but like,
it's a matter of public record. I mean, it's not like you're going to ambush him or something. So
that's fair.
Yeah. Let's see. What else do we have here in the news today?
I don't know. I just woke up. How are you
guys?
Judge
orders. Oh, I'm still really, really sore, but at least I'm awake now.
I'm surprised to be here, honestly, but hey, whatever.
And we're surprised to have you here, Scribe.
I know. What?
I mean, because of when we do this, you're like never on the show.
It's true. I'm working.
Same.
Oh, let's see. Could also be intimidating them to settle out of court. Look, all of these news outlets, if they're smart, they will settle out of court.
Mm-hmm.
They would just be like, oh, yeah. Because they fucked up.
Yeah, demonizing a bunch of teenagers, facilitating people to make them into targets of violence and everything else. Yeah, they're going to be smart to just like make it go away.
The Washington Post didn't retract their fucking tweet until last week.
Yeah.
Really? Wait, hang on. Seriously?
Yeah, really.
Oof.
What did that tweet say again?
That was the one that pointed to the story about the Covington thing, and that came out after we already knew that it was all bullshit.
All right.
And then, but see, they're even more trouble because their excuse for it, because they came out and they issued a whole statement about, yeah, we were wrong, but here's some stories. Here's some stories where we kind of corrected it. And one of the stories, I didn't read all. They linked like 4 or 5 stories. I only clicked one of them. Like, okay, what's this one say? And it was about the Catholic diocese going through and doing an investigation. And the investigation found the boys did nothing wrong.
Right.
There's no proof of anything racist. They said all of the bullshit we heard about these kids. They did nothing. They were standing there waiting for a fucking bus. And so see, the Washington Post reports this story, right? But then about midway down, they quote this woman who said that they were still doing wrong. Scribe, why do you think they were still wrong, even though they did nothing wrong?
Because the MAGA hats
ding.
They radiated hate radiation.
Just because they were wearing the MAGA hats, they were still wrong. And they put this in their correction story. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Your Honor, the victim was asking for it. He
Exactly.
was wearing a MAGA hat after all.
Like, you got to be out of your fucking mind. What idiot said, you know what, this is how we should defend ourselves? Oh man, it shocks the shit out of me, some of the stuff that comes out of there. In other news, guys, we've talked a lot about Captain Marvel on this show. And I was wrong. I was absolutely wrong. I said that this was not going to make more than 60 million.
Yep.
It is on pace. They're saying it's on pace to make 150 million in its opening weekend. I think their math is off.
It already made 60 in its first night or so you already lost.
No, 20. It was only 20 in their first night.
Oh, was it?
I didn't have to pay to see the movie, by the way. I get free movies, so I'm not out any money.
Wait, who are you fucking?
No, it's through my university. They offer us free movies.
Oh, cool.
I just have to pay $50K a year, but I get free movies.
That's a nice free movie right there.
Wow, that's a good trade on investment right there. It's like, here, I got movie passes. Oh, wow.
I mean, I get other stuff too, like free bowling.
Presumably a career. Oh, wait.
Actually, yeah, we have pretty good numbers.
Bubba Hotep, thank you. This monkey in the morning is Jack in the reptilian agenda, not to mention the cloud people. Yes, Jack's not here to remind us. Be careful of the reptilians, guys. They are out there and they will take over.
Shit, he's on to me.
We talked about this last night. It is weird to see, and we've never been against the movie itself because none of us had seen it. We were against the bullshit Brie Larson pulled.
Yep.
And some of the pushback here and there. But the movie itself, I've never seen, and we've always said, it's going to be a Marvel movie. So it is weird. We saw a tweet from Roaming Millennial yesterday where she said, people are mad at me because I said it was a good movie, and they've never seen it.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't like a fantastic movie, but it wasn't bad.
Well, you've seen other Marvel movies, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't put... Okay, so they told us they were going to give us a Guardians of the Galaxy movie. What we actually got was more something along the lines of like a Thor 1.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I was not a huge fan of... I'm not a huge fan of Thor to begin with. The third movie was great.
Mm-hmm.
Ragnarok, yeah.
Ragnarok was great, but
yeah.
But Ragnarok was just such a comic book movie. And yes, guys, these are all comic book movies, but if you read comic books, that was a comic book movie. That was like we're building up to something bigger, but let's just have some fun.
Right.
Sorry.
Dark Shade, thank you. I hear it was close to 450 million to break even. Tim Pool rips it in a review he did a little while ago. Sorry, what were you saying, Weebs?
I was going to say, the reason you go see Captain Marvel isn't actually for Captain Marvel. You go see Captain Marvel for all of the side characters that are more compelling than Captain Marvel.
I can see that. Real quick, Cryptic, thank you. The only good Brie is Brie Olsen doing porn.
You misspelled the Brie.
He's Asian. It's okay.
No, it's not. He's Asian.
They do math, not spelling. Oh, that's not true. They
do both.
I don't think that's true.
No, I'm pretty sure it's true.
But to Darkshade's point, $450 million to break even. It cost $154 million to make. I don't know why I have that number stuck in my head. Mm-hmm. With the advertising, I'm not surprised that that's what it'll be to break even. But worldwide, it'll do that easily.
Yeah, so $154 million that they've at least committed to. There's always the reshoots. There's always a whole bunch of other stuff they never really talk about. And then, marketing. You always basically take whatever the production budget was and effectively double it. And that is in the ballpark of the amount of money they would need to just break even. It'll make that back. The question is, what percentage on top of break even do they get back? How does that compare to previous Marvel movies? And then does that indicate an actual interest in the Marvel movie-going audience to want to perpetuate the character?
Ragnak, thank you. It was a 5/10 regular movie scale, 6.5-ish out of 10 on the Marvel scale. Fair enough. Look, and Darkshade said Tim Pool rips it apart. If you've seen the movie and you don't like it, that's fine. If you haven't seen the movie and you don't like it, then you're an idiot. I have no interest in the story or in the character, but the movie might be fine. I don't care. The movie itself is, Cryptic says Brie is spelled Brie for the porn star. That's Bree for those of you who are just listening. So there you go, weebs.
But so Brie Larson's name is spelled Brie, and that's why you made the joke, right, Cryptic?
But he was just using the what's the word when things sound like the same thing? Scribe, English major over there. Two words sound alike, spelled different.
So just an aside, I won't deny that with all the buildup and Brie Larson's attitude, I can't say that I wasn't hoping that it would do.
Oh, so was I. I was hoping it would fail.
There's sort of I wasn't hoping it would fail so much, but just be below the expectations and just be sort of like, eh.
Chad is telling me homonym. Yes, homonym. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm not upset it's doing well. As long as it does well. The thing I'm more concerned about, and I've been watching some review videos that tell me all the spoilers because I really don't care. Like Monkey, Captain Marvel isn't like a standout character that I'm really excited to see, and her story's like okay,
means nothing to me.
Yeah, but all the little bits and pieces that purportedly add to the lore as a prequel to the Marvel universe don't help anything or make anything more clear or something. So it just seems like it really does seem more and more that this was just shoehorned in the whole thing, Didn't
you just say it was the reason to watch it was to find out what happened to Nick Fury's eye?
Well, that's the entire plot of the movie.
Yeah,
that's literally all it adds. Actually, if you watch it, okay, so it's a fun movie. That is true, but it adds nothing to anything in that everything that you find out about Captain Marvel, you could get from the trailers by themselves. There is nothing new in the movies that is given to you at all, except for Goose.
Real quick, thank you, Darkshade. Never said he hates it, just that he rips it bad. And I'm sorry if I used the word hate and it didn't actually apply to his head. I was saying that in general. If you don't like the movie, that's fine. If you've seen it. Simon, thank you so much. Hello, Monkey. Been enjoying your streams for a while, but never donated, so I thought I should fix that. Keep it up. Thank you so much. That is very kind of you. Thank you for watching or listening, however you do it. Polly keeps trying to get me to turn this into a podcast, and I've looked into it. I really have, guys. We'll see what happens with that.
It is a podcast.
Well, it's actually a stream, technically.
But if somebody listens to it later, they can just put it on in the background and listen. It's functionally the same thing. Whatever.
Morning, Pat. How you doing, my friend? No, he went on vacation a couple months ago, and he said everywhere he went, people were listening to podcasts. They've never even heard of YouTube streams.
Okay.
So actually getting into the podcasting business. Type 1 in chat if you think I should get into the podcasting business.
Isn't this just like uploading your stuff to iTunes?
Yeah.
It's not exactly.
Oh, Okay, I don't know how it works.
It is a little bit more complicated than that. It's not horribly complicated. You need a hosting site, or you need to go through a site that has hosting. I would probably do my own hosting site, so I still had, all my look at it. Look at them ones come through. You guys complete me. Officials revoke license from Bikini Barista Coffee Shop.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Oh, wow. So on this show, Scribbles, I don't know how often you get to see it, but we share a lot of pictures. And this is the picture that comes with this story. Damn.
Oh my.
I'm guessing they shut it down for a public safety hazard. I mean, you don't know where look, her shaving looks on point. That doesn't mean all the girls there is. There might be a stray pube in your coffee someday. Nobody wants a pube latte.
Well, these days there's probably somebody out there that does.
No,
probably. She could probably sell those panties too. What? There are weirdos who buy used panties. I didn't make it up.
I know. They've asked.
Hey, you know this, Weibo. This is how you make.
Wait, they've asked you?
I've had people ask me to sell my underwear to them.
Have you? No, see, I said.
How do you turn that down?
Because I have standards, all right?
do?
I'm not going to give random people my nudes. I'm certainly not going to give them my underwear. Then they can clone me.
You have
Fuck
standards?
that noise.
Could you clap your breasts together again?
She can.
Okay.
I did that already.
Buy some. Listen. Buy some new panties. New panties. And a Subway tuna sandwich. And then just what?
Oh, I know where this is going. Keep going.
Just rub the tuna sandwich on there and send those out. They won't know any different.
Yeah, they will. They are connoisseurs of women's underwear.
Imagine all the extra Subway sandwiches you could buy with that kind of profit margin.
Exactly. P-Dog says, Monkey, how you doing, P-Dog? Ex-Bubba Hotep says, this is why I am pro-capitalism. Me too. Oh, he says, stop. Why? Stop, bad monkey. Look, I am not the one I'm not the first person to ever connect those two things. Come on.
Monkey's a capitalist, guys. Come on.
Oh, I am. What they're getting me, and they're yelling at me because I'm suggesting vagina smells like fish.
Mine doesn't.
Well, most girls don't, but when these fucking creepers who buy used underwear, they want that smell. I'm just saying.
They just want to know that something was there beforehand.
Yes,
that's it.
But my problem is in, and I said it, but I think we glossed over it. I don't want them to be able to clone me when the technology is available. Right?
If they try to clone the panties you'd send them, they'd be coming up with tuna fish.
Thank you.
Fuck you.
It would come up with that.
You don't understand the science behind this?
Listen,
if I rub them with tuna fish.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Now remember,
fight me, all right?
If you do this, you have to let them sit like over in the corner for like 10 days so they're nice and crusty before you send them out. An unconventional coffee shop in California is finding itself at the center of controversy yet again as a result of its servers' skimpy styles. At a meeting on Tuesday, city council members in American Canyon voted unanimously to revoke a license granted to Bottoms Up Espresso after critics argued that the Bikini Barista's coffee shop was operating more like an adult business than a cafe.
Ooh.
What were they doing? Were they giving handies?
Are bikini baristas at this point unconventional? Because I've heard about them being relatively common in a lot of places.
Well, is this Northern California? They're quite
I don't know,
conservative up that way.
Yeah, okay, maybe geographically.
Where the hell is American Canyon?
In America.
It's a big hole.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
American Canyon, California.
Weibo's panties smell like baseball hot dogs. I mean,
what? That's not very nice.
Wow.
Let's see on the map of California. Oh, actually, they're in San Francisco. Well, right outside San Francisco.
Hot dogs. Hot dogs.
It goes San Francisco, Berkeley, Concord, and then you get to American. So I mean, it's getting a little further north. They're like between Sacramento and San Francisco.
I'm so glad I came on today.
Me too. The coffee shop, which has multiple locations in the Bay Area, originally secured. Oh, look, if I had just finished reading.
Oh my God.
Secured its American Canyon location in December. City officials claim they received complaints about the servers' outfits following the store's opening.
Oh.
But
That's why you went. You wouldn't know about the outfits unless you drove up to it.
Ragnar says, what does this mean for Hooters? Well, Hooters, they actually wear shorts, and these chicks are wearing, let's be honest, panties.
Yeah. And Hooters are enclosed restaurants. They're not like out in public technically. So
they also wear
where's the adult business
pantyhose? I know because I've been to Hooters before.
Oh, you work there?
No, I'm not tall enough.
Oh, really? They have height requirements?
Well, okay, if you ever go to
you
a
apply
Hooters,
there.
No. But if you ever go to a Hooters, you notice all the waitresses are kind of like the same height.
Sure.
And that's always taller than me.
Oh, okay. Well, so you don't know that they wouldn't hire you, you're just assuming so.
You know what? Hang on. I'm going to look this up.
You gonna look up the height requirement on Hooters chicks?
Yeah. She needs to know.
Yes. Okay, I am.
I'm not judging. I was asking. Weebo's panties smell more like being a. We're not talking about Weebo. Leave. Okay, I'm sorry. I got started on your panties, Weebo. That's my fault.
Are you really that sorry?
I am.
I don't think he is.
I know.
I think he needs to definitely show my channel and my review.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hang on. This is Monkey in the Morning, so let me explain how things work around here.
Oh, shit. He's going to mansplain now.
I'm gonna monkey-splain this to you. On Monkey in the Morning, I will shill my own stuff over in the side chat, but if you're here, it's up to you to shill your own shit. I won't stop you from doing so, but
Are you trying to make Weebo into a strong, independent woman that don't need no monkey?
No, it's more that I am too fucking lazy to do it myself. So Weebs, if you want to throw your channel link over in the side there, people will follow it because they thank you, Nuts. Nuts is out there pimping my Streamlabs. Don't forget, guys, the Ranting Monkey is brought to you by you. If you'd like to support the channel, you can toss some shekels or like and subscribe. Hopefully you're subscribed already. Like and share. Monkey is never sorry about ladies' panties. Well, it depends. There's some nasty ladies out there. You don't want to touch their panties because they don't take care of their lady garden. They, And
I just put both of my channels into the description. The second one has a review of Captain Marvel. If you would like to see it, definitely go check it out. Did I do it right?
You did very well. Very well.
What up?
Yeah, we actually have Polly. Polly knows exactly when to just shill his shit now. Yeah. I don't care if you show your shit on this one. I'm way too lazy to do it myself.
Gotcha.
All right, moving on. George Foreman's daughter found dead in her home. Oh, that sucks.
What? Oh no. Georgina or something?
This is Frida Foreman, daughter of former heavyweight. It's probably Georgina Frida. Let's see. Said the body of the 42-year-old was found by a relative. Foul play is not suspected. Only 42.
Uh-oh. So either overdose or suicide or something. Or maybe medical, heart attack or something like that.
She had followed her father in her father's footsteps into the ring, winning her first 5 fights, but retiring after losing her 6th.
Oh, okay.
She's survived by her husband, 2 daughters, 3 grandchildren, her parents, and 11 siblings. Man, you don't want to outlive your kids. That's like one of my biggest fears is outliving my children.
Oof.
What else we got going on in the world today? Bad moms get nasty in closed Facebook group. Well, that sounds interesting. There's no filter on this social media platform. Women are spilling all in a new Bad Moms Facebook group where the conversation sounds more like locker room talk than school drop-off chatter. Look, bitches are nastier than men are. Y'all, they always talk about locker room talk. But let me tell you, most locker room talk is like this. I banged her. Did you? Yeah. Cool. That's the end. It's not like, what did her veg smell like? No. That's the kind of shit you women do. Like, his dick was bent. And I've worked with a lot of women, and they will talk about some shit nobody wants to hear. But they all seem to like it. Because women, y'all nasty. Weeps.
Bitches.
Bitches be nasty.
Like nasty in a sexual way or nasty in a like, oh, fuck that bitch.
No, nasty in a, I can't, why are you talking about that stuff? Yes, thank you, Pat. Women go into detail. That's the problem.
Oh,
yes.
yeah, we do. We do. We have no shame.
And then they'll bitch about men. Oh, them men doing the locker room talk. It ain't locker room talk. It's sleepover talk. That's the real problem. Chicago Mike, thank you so much. Can I write better than a CNN reporter? You just did.
Yay!
And thank you, Kingslayer Damocles. Monkey, why do you say the same things as PBS?
What's a PBS? Is that a sandwich?
Public broadcasting.
Oh my God! Please tell me you were joking.
I was joking.
Okay. Yeah. Monkey in the Morning is made possible by viewers like you.
Oh, is that where you going?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were saying. I was going to make that joke earlier, but you guys were.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you watching on PBS? It sounds like me.
Yeah, God knows.
Today on Masterpiece Theater, we're going to talk about putting tuna sandwiches on pennies.
Isn't that where
goddamn, why is
the Dinosaur aired?
Yeah, all kinds of kids shows aired on public broadcasting. Yeah. I don't know why my Streamlabs isn't giving me notifications today, guys. If you donate over there, which by the way I appreciate because then it all comes to me. But if you do, please let me know because it's not telling me. Citron, thank you. Health hazard, my hairy Scottish ass. Let capitalism do what it do. Everyone wins. That chick didn't look any skimpier than a Hooters girl, and they get away with it. Come on. The bottom was a lot skimpier than a Hooters girl. The Hooters girl aren't running around in a string bikini bottom. That's how you get pubes, and you're lucky if it's just pubes. That's how you get crabs in your espresso.
No.
What are they doing with those espressos that they're anywhere near pubes, Monkey? Jeez.
Look, pube comes off, it flies up in the air, it lands in your espresso.
Not if they shave.
Like I said, she had her shaving on point. That doesn't mean everybody there does. There might be one girl there who kind of looks like somebody put a hat on, but it didn't get all the hair inside.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Oh my gosh. My delicate sensibilities are offended.
Ever been to Twin Peaks? No, I haven't. I've been all over the country, but most of that was when I was quite young, so I don't remember everywhere we went. I do remember this one time. I'm sorry, guys, it's completely off fucking topic. It was really cool. We were riding in the back of our Pinto station wagon. I'm not making that part up. I'm not making any of this up, but that's not a joke. We traveled from California to where did we go? Michigan, and then to Chicago. In the back of a Pinto. Anyway, so we're going through this horrible rainstorm, right? And we get to this point where it just ends, but you can still see it behind us. It was so cool. So it looked like just this curtain of rain. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for going with me on that, guys.
Wow, that was an amazing journey of.
It was cool, man. I was like, how old was I? I was 7 at the time, so that was like really neat. And I was from Southern California, man. I didn't even know what rain fucking was.
I never saw rain until I was a man.
Is God peeing on us, mommy?
You ever heard the song "It Doesn't Rain in Southern California"?
No.
Substance.
Yeah, it's true. It doesn't rain down there in San Diego very often. So yeah, we got to play outside all the time. And then we moved north. I'm like, what the fuck is this? We moved. It was wintertime, so we moved from San Diego to Michigan, where it was actually fucking snowing. Like, I don't like this at all.
Not like these.
Yeah, that's what I call a culture shock.
Data says, vote for Ranting Monkey 2020. Don't let your espresso get pube crabs. That is my new platform. By the way, guys, I am running for president. My official platform is, I will leave you to fuck alone.
I'm running for president.
Well, I've been running since I was 35, so.
Oh, well, I just started running, so I'm new at all this. I'm like an AOC, and my platform is Moonbase.
I can't run until 2036.
Oh, you can run. You'll just look funny doing it.
She's so cute when she runs. She's almost like a midget.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Milkman Dan says, you have my vote, sir. You are a great American. Let's see. What were we reading here? Oh, we're reading about these dirty moms. My husband and I just played Life Without Children this morning. It was so quiet. It was so quiet.
What did you do to the children? Where are they?
What did you do?
It was so quiet and full of sex. Wait.
What?
Why was your sex so quiet? See,
you're
doing it wrong.
There were no children there.
Look.
Yeah, when the kids are around, they're like, ah!
Yeah, no shit. Oh, Dad's killing mom again. We read a story 2-3 days ago about the top kinks people wish they could try. It was from some vibrator company or something like that, or commissioned this study, and the top kink that men and women wish they could do was having sex in a car.
That's so easy to accomplish, presumably, as long as you got a car somewhere.
Well, here they were. For men, it was having sex in a car, having sex in water, and having anal sex.
Well,
those are the top 3 for men.
Like in water, like submerged, not like in a shower or something?
Well,
okay.
No, like in a body of water.
Okay.
So for women, it was having sex in a car, having sex in water, and using a toy. Now, I don't know if they meant like a G.I. Joe action figure. I assumed they meant a dildo.
All these people are boring.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, all of those things can be easily accomplished. Now, the body of water thing, just be careful about doing that in a pool because the chlorine dries you up real quick. It doesn't do anything. But elsewise, yeah, all this stuff is easily achievable. I just... were they asking Puritans or something? Like,
I don't know.
I imagine using a toy. It's so scandalous.
Now, the one about, anal sex might be hard to achieve depending on who you're with.
Right.
But all of the having sex in a car, go outside. You should. I mean, there's a car right out there.
Yeah,
do it in your own.
Just don't do it in front of the neighbors or anything. You know,
Yeah.
Wait until dark. Find a parking lot somewhere. You know.
And using a toy, there's so many ways to buy one discreetly. You don't even have to go into some dirty old place like you used to have to do that. Your boy Pat says link that. Oh, I will have to find that. That was from the other day. Sex and zero gravity. That could be fun, especially for somebody like me where gravity sucks. I could probably fall down in space. I'm probably the only person who could do that.
Oh, I just came up with a very horrible
sort
of joke. You want to hear a horrible joke?
Please.
Sure.
Chris Watts decided to play the game Life Without a Family.
Wait
I
a second.
don't know what that means.
Hang on a second.
He's the one who killed his family, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Life Without Children. I was like, wait a second.
My husband loves my boobs, and before having the baby, he would play with them during sex.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm breastfeeding still, and I think it's super weird if he plays with them or licks them. Am I just overthinking it? The comments poured in.
Yeah, as did the milk.
Yeah. My man's a weirdo, another breastfeeding mom replied. He wasn't bothered by them leaking at all. He thought it was sexy. I'm like, touch them, I'll kill you. Women's boobs when they have the big old milky titties, they're kind of sensitive. Be careful, guys.
Yeah.
Although for reasons I really don't want to explain. I know people who drink that as a sexual thing.
Yeah, it's been done.
It's nasty. Don't do that. Don't drink people fluid.
Don't drink people.
Some chatters want you to check Twitter for pictures and your Streamlabs. I checked my Streamlabs already. Necrosol, you're a good man.
Oh.
Well, it's kind of a small, excuse me, kind of a small picture, but so we'll just do it this way. Usually I can enlarge them, but it actually made this picture smaller. Merry Christmas.
Oh.
I have an outfit just like that.
Monkey, what's your hashtag again?
MIT AM.
All right, good to know.
If there's a story you'd like me to probably ignore, hit me up at the hashtag MIT AM. Yeah, we haven't looked at the hashtag in like 3 days. Whoops.
I just gave you something for later, so
okay,
it's not time sensitive.
Is it a Subway gift card?
Oh no, fuck that. I hate Subway.
Oh.
What? How can you hate Subway?
I don't like sub sandwiches.
What?
I prefer to make my own sandwich. Thank you very much.
Well, you can make your own sub sandwich.
Yeah, but I don't like it when it's made for me.
Oh. Good.
As a woman, I prefer to make my own sandwiches. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's one of those I can do it better things.
I can do it better, and I have done it better. You know how much care and preparation goes into my Subway sandwich when I make them?
I have no idea. Could you film it and put it on YouTube?
I could.
Good morning, Dax.
Morning.
I just got my husband to spend $100 on cheese, cured meats, and olives for sex.
Wait, you have a
Wait,
husband?
hang on. Hang on.
I'm confused. Monkey got married?
Wait. This woman's husband. Wait. What are they doing with the cheese?
She's
What did I
making
wake
his
up
dick
to?
into a sandwich.
The way I think about sandwiches is I can do it better myself, but I like it when someone else does it for me.
I agree, Sinatra. And welcome, sir. How are you this morning?
I'm well. How are you?
You know how it is.
I do.
In all seriousness, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Still recovering well?
Yes, definitely.
All right. Guys, remember, if you're going to have a stroke, just beat off. Don't do it the way he did.
Wah, wah. Or go on the golf course, I suppose.
Yeah,
Don't have a stroke on the golf course, though. Not like there's so many different ways you could have a stroke on the golf course, so just be careful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Johnson founded her Long Island group with coworker Jesse somebody because they were sick of bullying in many other mommy groups.
Because
Hang on.
women never bully.
Wait for this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Every other mom group has been a bad experience, Johnson said. Someone corrected my spelling once.
Dun, dun, dun.
How did you survive high school?
Someone corrected my spelling once. Oh my God. One, these women are still, other than the bitch with the cheese, sausage, and olives. Can an olive fit on the tip of your man's dick? Because that's sad.
Oh.
Thank you, Diesel Dave. Holy shit, MIT AM actually in the morning. Look, it's always in the morning.
Aha.
It's always morning somewhere. That's part of what makes this work. Man, these moms are so vanilla. I feel bad for their men.
Someone corrected my spelling once. Brittany didn't bring brownies to the get-together that one time. They had nuts the second time. It was a catastrophe. Doesn't she know certain people's kids have a peanut allergy?
For the record, Scribe has corrected my spelling
Oh, I was about
and
to
my
say,
grammar.
That lady better stay away from Twitter because she would have a conniption fit in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Point Curation. Looking forward to chatting with Scribe. Yeah, guys, today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time over on Scribble's channel. Familiar with the matter with Scribe, he will be hosting Point Curation. Will they be talking about IT?
Telecommunications.
Telecommunications. There we go. I almost got it all right.
That's true. Very good. Thank you.
Now, when I say I won't shill for you, I mean I'm not putting the links in the side. I will happily shill all your stuff. Like Sinatra, his fuck, what's the name of it? Your sin. Creep sin.
Creepy
That's
pasta?
what it is. Creep sin.
Pasta channel.
I always want to call it creepy sin.
Well, that's not correct.
I know. That's why I had to think. It's creep sin.
Wrong.
Don't, if you're going to shill for me,
CREEP.
don't do it incorrectly.
Oh, motherfucker.
At least spell my name right.
Yeah. You better spell it right or I'm going to bully you.
I will.
Somebody corrected my spelling once. You're a cunt. How about
Well,
that?
what an easy life you must live if you are torn up over someone correcting your spelling.
Right? This doesn't actually look like a list. You made it sound. Oh, I guess it kind of is. Okay. This one is important to me. Won't be for most of you because you're all fucking young. 8 surprising facts about getting old in America.
What's surprising about getting old in America?
What is surprising, specifically about America versus anywhere else?
The percentage of Americans over 65 in nursing homes is just 2.5%, and it's dropping.
They're dying.
That's not nice.
Well, but it's true.
I mean, that's what old people do. They get old, they die.
Yeah, you put them out on an ice floe and send them off into the ocean. That's it.
That we sent my grandfather off wrong then.
I know, right?
Weebs, you can absolutely shill your Streamlabs.
I didn't know that. All right. Here you go.
Yeah, because guys, support the people you see on the channel, whether it's following them or if you can drop them some dollars too. Weibo is not selling panties. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have to clarify. I'm not selling nudes. I'm not selling panties.
Yeah.
Even if I were, you couldn't afford them.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Damn.
Shit, she an expensive thought, y'all.
Exactly.
Jeez.
1 in
We bought
10
gold, guys.
1 in 10 people age 65 and older has Alzheimer's dementia, which means 90% do not.
I'll probably
think
get it if my family history is any indication.
Same. Hey,
Yeah.
Scribe, you wanna have dementia together? We can repeat the same stories to each other back and forth for the.
Oh, you mean like this show we do every night? What?
Yeah.
Sure, we can have our own podcast. It's like What Was Yesterday, starring Weibo and Scribe.
I like this.
You won't get it at the same time though. He'll forget you by then.
No, I'm unforgettable.
You guys will have it at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Forgettable,
3
that's
o'clock in the
what
afternoon.
you are.
Let's see. Over half of the oldest people, 85 and up, can go about their everyday activities without any help. That will not be me.
Yeah.
I can barely do it at 43. Let's see. Only a quarter of Americans over 70 say they're lonely. That's still a lot.
They're lying. They're all lonely.
Let's see. People over 50 contribute 43% of the total U.S. GDP, a cool $7.4 trillion.
Wow.
That's why you market your shit to old people, because young people ain't got money.
Just like that South Park episode where they buy all that like gaudy jewelry online from the Home Shopping Network.
Yes.
But
Sell it to old
Monkey,
people.
if
What?
you market all of your stuff to all of the old people eventually will not have any money.
And I will have it all, and eventually I'll be old.
That's fair.
Well,
Ages. Go ahead.
When it comes to old people and money, they usually just spend it all on like the Home Shopping Network.
That's true. That's why I'm working on the Home Monkey Network.
Actually,
The
hang on.
Home Monkey Network.
I have a very funny story about this.
Go ahead.
Do
So my grandmother is
Spent
notorious.
all your inheritance.
No. She's notoriously bad with money. So my father has taken over her accounts just to make sure that she doesn't overspend and put herself in a bad place in her old age. But we go to restaurants sometimes, and she likes to treat all of her grandchildren and all of her family members to food. But while we're there, it's her birthday, and she's already gonna tip the waitress, but she tips the bread boy like $20 to get us
Nice.
more bread.
damn, dude.
And my dad sits there and he's looking at her because she did this right in front of him, and she's like, "Mom, you can't tip the bread boy $20. That's their job to bring you more bread. You just ask.
Well,
Don't
it's
tip
the
bread
waitress-
boy."
It's the waitress's job to bring you stuff.
Yeah.
Tip the bread
no.
boy.
No. The bread boy is a different job than the waitress, is a different job than the bus boy. This is one of those fancy restaurants. You don't
Still,
tip the bread boy $20.
if I could afford to go to one of those restaurants, I would tip everybody. I would tip the family next to me. Ageism in healthcare adds a staggering $64 billion to the cost of healthcare in the U.S. every year. Ageism.
Ageism?
Ageism.
Ow.
I love that ism.
Look, you're old. I'm going to charge you more.
No, we're gonna take advantage of your old age.
Yeah, I need to have an idea of what they mean by ageism and how that is functioning in this.
It doesn't really say. A Yale School of Public Health study found in 2018. That's because battling the negative stereotypes that feed ageism causes stress, which is bad for our health. Oh. See, if you think badly of old people, you're causing them stress, which makes them go to the hospital.
Oh, that's like that video I did where the guy was talking about how this professor had a stroke at 56 or something because of racism.
Oh, yeah.
Because it caused him so much stress over the course of his life that it led to him having a stroke or a blood clot or something. I was just like, I don't know if that's how that works.
Brand new data shows more than half of older U.S. workers are pushed out of long-time jobs before they choose to retire.
Brand new data? I hate reboots.
And finally, people with accurate perceptions of aging can expect to live 7.5 years longer on average than people brainwashed by negative myths and stereotypes. Look, I just saved y'all. I gave y'all 7 years of your life back by reading this to you.
You did? I can't
did.
feel it.
Well, you won't feel it till the end. And by then you'll be praying for
right.
death anyway.
Those
That's
last
right.
7 years are gonna feel like a fucking what's it called? A gift.
Yeah. You'll be like, monkey, thank you.
You won't feel it till the end because that's when the roofies wear off.
We
That's right.
lived so long in my family that by the time that 7 years hit, I'm already going to be forgetting that they exist.
But
I'm
I'm
you'll
not
have
going
me
to be
to
there.
thank. You should
I'm
buy a
like-
monkey shirt so you're like, oh, that's why.
Monkey, I gotta ask your opinion on something. Same for you, Scribe, Dex.
Mhm.
We
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Yang?
Who?
I've only seen a little bit of stuff on that, and it's tweets coming from the Hoteps. I haven't really paid much attention.
I don't even know what it is.
Yang?
What's
He's
a yang?
getting memed. He's taking all the Trump memers.
Who's
Andrew
Yang?
Yang?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I really don't know much about him, but I'm aware of it.
I
Yeah,
don't
there you
know.
go. Yang Gang.
I don't know.
Yeah. He's
Blissfully ignorant.
taking all the Trump memers away.
Oh no.
How?
You mean the Russians?
Yeah.
It's all those
the
Russian
Russians.
bots.
Oh,
Wait, I feel like I'm confused. What's going? What?
Well, it's what is he? Socialist?
No, I don't think he's a socialist.
The Freedom Divided Yang 2020, $1,000 a month for all.
Yeah, he's a proponent of UBI.
This fucking numbskull.
But
Numbskull.
I meant
Oh,
numbskull.
so full
but I
on
forgot the
commie.
name.
That's it.
He likes to call himself a democratic
Socialist?
socialist in his own mind, I think. But it's definitely communism.
So is that Bunty King? No, that's for Preston Calamari.
Bunty King?
They all look
No, that's-
alike.
That's a little bit more of a distinguished Bunty King. That is Sri Preston Kalakarni. I don't know who that is. but
I'm
he's
going to say
verified.
something very controversial right now.
Mhm.
Are you ready?
No.
Sure.
I read this book.
Oh my God! You read a book?
That's
I
not
did.
controversial part, Scribe.
Oh, that's not the controversy. Okay.
And it was called what the hell was it? It was called Coming Apart. It was written by Charles Murray, and it was all about UBI.
Mhm.
And he pitched a pretty convincing case for it.
Look, with automation and everything, we may eventually get to a point where that has to become a reality. We're not there yet. We're not even close to that yet.
He
I don't
disagrees, but I don't know.
I don't think it would work.
By the way, guys, for those of you who are wondering in chat what UBI means, that's Universal Basic Income. And it's the idea that everybody should get a check once a month, giving you money no matter what you do or don't do.
Here's a link to this stuff from Yang. Have fun, people.
Yeah. It's just commie stuff. The idea is that eventually we'll have robots doing everything for us, so we won't even have jobs to do.
You're welcome.
We need to have a universal basic income. We don't.
We
Not yet.
check your Streamlabs. Apparently, Toasted sent you some.
I think the only way, because it's the same thing Murray said, and to anyone who doesn't know, Murray wrote the bell curve. He pitched it like the only way it could work is if we remove the rest of the social safety nets, with the exception of Social Security for the elderly.
Well, that might. Okay, maybe.
We remove food stamps, welfare,
Right.
all of that.
Diesel Dave, tell me your plan for when they automate all the jobs away. Well, that's we're not there yet. And yeah, we might have to look at something like that in the future. But right now, I mean, we're not there. Not even. The
We're
human
not
race is-
too far from it. White men, and I know I'm just going to talk about white men for a minute.
But
The
go
most
ahead.
average job for a white middle-aged man to have is a trucker. We are just a couple of years. Actually, I think we already have the technology from trucks being automated.
You know what, Sinatra?
The AI is not
Scribe,
perfect.
Scribe did a talk with Diesel Dave on his Familiar with the Matter over on his stream where they talk about that. You should check it
Yeah.
out.
And there will be a counterpoint stream from another trucker who argues against that notion on not today's Stro, but the next one, which will be 2 weeks from today, with a person whose nickname I have suddenly forgotten. But I will let you know when that happens.
Hey, can I read
Good
the
pitch.
Streamlab?
Yes, please do.
Okay, I got one from Toasted Network for $1 to say, is Chuck E. Cheese pizza rectangle? Weibo, your panties will probably smell like dick because you like that sausage. Why were you at Hooters? Are you a lesbian? Did Monkey work at Walmart because he was a cripple? Roaming millennial has no taste. She thinks Captain Marvel was good.
That's
Have
a
you
lot
seen it
for
toasted?
$1.
That's
is
a better toasted. Don't worry about it.
Real quick, Diesel Dave, thank you. They're perfecting it right now. They're trying to, sure.
Oh, Eric Hammer. Eric Hammer will be my guest in 2 weeks to talk about. At least that's his name on Twitter, to talk about trucking from his perspective.
Zombie Teddy asked if I got the AK yet. Not yet. I still can't afford it. I don't have the extra scratch for it.
Here's the thing. With all this talk about how automation is taking all the jobs, we have more people working right now than ever.
This is why I can learn to code.
You know, that was actually
Learn to code.
that was the subject of the very first video I ever did on my YouTube channel. Was a girl talking about how robots were going to be taking over jobs like surgeons
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know about that. And so anyway, if you want to go really far back in time, find my very first video, and I talk about that.
It's when the robots can code themselves that we need to start worrying. All right. people?
Yes. Well, actually, they already can.
Well,
I think.
did read a
Oh,
video read an article. Read a video. Fuck. Read an article yesterday about a guy who's trying to program robots to make more robots.
Yeah, self-replicating. Yep.
Well, then you know that is when we are obsolete as a species.
Well, we're already becoming that because AI is just. I think AI is the biggest threat that we face right now. Honestly, more than terrorism, more than anything, because it will eventually. Okay, how do I word this? When you're walking down the sidewalk, what do you do when you see a pile of ants?
You step on them.
Yeah, I
Avoid
think
them.
that's how AI is going to see us.
You scream like a little girl and run away. Oh.
No, you step on them.
I leave them alone.
I leave him alone. I have no reason to step on him.
I step on them.
Thank you, Ethan Long. It's pronounced gerbs. It took our gerbs. Yeah, they've gotten to the point now they don't even try to say it right on that show anymore.
Weibo is not Android. He is lizard people. Thank you very much.
That's right. And don't talk about her panties, Toasted. That's weird.
Yeah, we don't talk about
Are
little
we
bro.
still talking about my panties?
Weebo's not an android. She's a mandroid.
She's a mandroid,
That
y'all.
reminds me, I gotta do laundry today. Thank you, Toasted.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Things
so
you
she's
pull out.
ready to sell panties, y'all.
Do you think AI can become sentient, Sinatra? I have no reason to believe that we can't find the singularity.
No, it can't. Everything that artificial intelligence does is programmed by us. Artificial intelligence will never be smarter than the people who programmed it. It might be able
That's
to
not true.
take in more book learning, but it will never be able to take that learning and turn it into a practical application the way a human brain
Yeah, but
does.
do robots need wisdom over intelligence when intelligence
Yes.
has solutions?
They won't be able to use that knowledge.
I haven't taken AI yet, so I don't feel qualified to speak on this.
People who will 100% have sex in automated cars. They probably already have. Because we already have automated cars. I mean, they kill people now and then.
Oh boy.
What? We've read those stories. I didn't do it. I wasn't driving.
Yeah, I constantly see clips on the news of people sleeping in their Teslas.
Yeah, and you're supposed to stay awake because they even the people who make them don't trust them. That's all.
Can I? Sorry.
Can you look? Stop asking if you can do stuff. Just do it.
All right. Can I sidetrack everyone for a hot second?
No.
This has nothing to do with anything. But have you
In
guys ever
just a
heard?
sec, let me get these 2 super chats and then you can do whatever you want. Diesel Dave,
All right.
thank you. You're dreaming, monkey. Okay. And Jar Jar Binks, in that case, monkey, who programmed us? Well, we're not computers. Go ahead, Weeps.
Okay, so there's this thing on YouTube that's become very popular in the last like month and a half. It's where people read r/ videos, or they read r/ whatever, and then they just make a video about it, and it's kind of addicting.
Did
So
you
for
say read r/ videos?
you know what? I made a stupid monkeyism. All right,
You did. You just. I'm corrupting her, guys. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But there's very specific r/ entitled parents, and it just irks me to no end. Have you guys ever visited it?
I have not.
No.
What is it?
It's
about?
exactly what it sounds like. So a person will living their life, and then all of a sudden they'll come across a very entitled kid and a very entitled parent in this situation. The entitled mother is usually a single mother who's just trying to
No.
provide a happy life for their child, and so you should totally give them your baby's heart monitor because their child needs it more than your child does for entertainment value or something like that.
Wow.
It's just a whole bunch of stories of just the most entitled bitches on the planet doing
Link
the
it in the
most
chat.
numbskullery things, and
Oh.
it's addicting.
Pinkalo says he's going to link it. Dax, you're supposed to check your Streamlabs, bud.
I am. I just did, as a matter of fact. Tyrai says, Dex, Monkey's right-hand organizer. Where's a new video? Are you talking about me making a new video or him making a new video? Because you'll never see one from Monkey unless he really feels the bug.
Hey, look, motherfucker. I've made one closer to this time in history than you have.
Yeah, that's usually not the case. So now I got to make one so you can wait 5 months to make another one.
Still, I did it last.
You did.
Nuts, thank you so much. She's pimping us out with the Streamlabs there.
Loved Star. She's so good.
That's my sweetie. She was my online Valentine, y'all.
Aw.
Let's see what else we got going on here. It would have been Lady Monkey, but she don't get online very much.
Aw.
She don't come listen to me. She's like, I listen to you enough in real life, motherfucker.
Yeah, no one in my real life listens to me either.
I bet Weibo
Sorry, what'd
has
you say?
granny panties on.
Huh?
I
What
think
about my
Sinatra said you're wearing granny panties.
Hang on, let me check.
You
Actually,
don't
yeah,
know what you're wearing?
Calvin Klein granny panties.
Calvin
are
Klein
Calvin
makes
Klein?
granny panties?
Dude, I hate when models wear the Calvin Klein panties. They look so gross.
Really?
Yeah,
Which
I don't think
ones?
they look good at all.
Well, let's see.
Look it up. They
Alright.
look
Do
like
important
granny
research.
panties.
We're gonna look at
Looking
Calvin
it up.
Klein underwear.
Oh
'Cause
yeah.
it's that time of the show, guys, where we
No, I'm
start
not wearing these.
getting into some weirder stuff. What's wrong with this? I don't see anything wrong
Yeah,
with
no, these aren't the ones that I'm wearing. They're the actual granny panties, probably from like 10 years ago.
I don't know. I just
Let's
don't
see.
like them.
Let's see.
Is it the ones with the bands?
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, no, those
Is it
are
because there's
fun.
another dude's name on there? Well, what's wrong with that? I mean, it even keeps the camel toe in check. There's only a tiny little bump.
Keeps the camel toe in check.
I don't know. I didn't say there was something wrong with them. I just said I didn't like them.
Yeah, no, mine don't have the bands. I
Those aren't
prefer
granny
the
panties.
seamless panties.
You prefer the what?
Seamless panties.
Seamless panties.
Most
Mhm.
people do because you don't get little butt lines.
Yeah. Those are fun. And I can wear my yoga pants and not have it be an issue.
Yoga.
Do you remember when
Oh,
those were just called
chill.
stretch pants?
All you need, says Sinatra, you don't have to wear them. I know, but I have to look at other people wearing them.
Pincalo just linked you this story in chat.
Yeah, I'm bringing that up. Let's see. Edie is upset when I won't let his son play with my daughter's heart monitor. When my oldest daughter was born, she had some significant heart problems. NICU for a while, and then at 10 weeks old, she developed something, which basically means that her heart would beat excessively for no reason at all. She was in pediatric ICU for 2 weeks after nearly dying from organ failure. She's fine now. Cool. This particular incident happened about a week after she was released from ICU. She'd been sent home with a portable heart monitor. God damn. Excuse me for a second, guys. God damn. Okay, where are we? When we went to the cardiologist 1 week after the batteries on the monitor to be changed and the readings to be checked. On this day, we were sitting in the waiting room at the pediatric cardiologist's office. Wait times were insane here as there were only 2 doctors for the entire region, and it wasn't unusual to wait 30 minutes. But here we are in the waiting room. My daughter is asleep in her car seat carrier, and I'm lightly dozing. Something touched my knee. I look down, and Bratty Kid is there. Me, hi. Bratty Kid, is that a real baby? Me, laughing. Yes, it is. Bratty Kid, is it a boy? My daughter was dressed in a yellow sleeper and pink strawberries on it. Lacy pink socks, pink hat. It's a little kid. Come on. Me, no, it's a girl. BK, what is that? He's pointing to the heart monitor. Me, that's to make sure her heart is beating right. BK, can I play with it? Me, no, sorry. BK, I'm bored. I looked across the room, and the dad is flat out asleep. Actually, bitch, you just said you were about to doze off. But she judging this dude.
Just keep reading.
Me, why don't you go talk to your dad then? At this moment, I'm called up to the insurance desk to fill out another form. Bratty kid has gone back to his dad, so I left my baby there as I was only about 4 feet away. You, what? Edie, do you have Edie? Who's Ed?
Entitled Dad.
Oh, okay. Do you have a toy my son can play with? Me, nope. Entitled Dad. He says you do. Give it to him. Me, I won't. Or I don't. Edie, I need a nap. Just give him the toy so I can go back to sleep. Okay. That bullshit never happened.
We need to check your Streamlabs.
Okay.
That never happened.
Thank you, Toasted Network, for the $1. Is Chuck E. Cheese pizza recycle not? Wait, is Chuck E. Cheese pizza recycle not a rectangle? Sorry about the panties. Don't worry, it's not serious. I'm right. Of Shapiro religion, you don't think UBI will cause inflation? Why does government never able to create innovation? Why is it private sector that does it?
Wow, there's more motivation.
That's the job of the private sector, to create innovation.
Exactly.
The government has created innovation. It's called NASA.
Yay!
And then
Moonbase.
Then NASA
Moonbase,
got
Moonbase.
knocked off by fucking SpaceX.
Yeah, because we stopped pushing. That was the problem. I mean, when we said, "Look, we're going to the moon," and we did it,
we stopped funding.
well, that's part of stop pushing. We didn't give it anything to do. All they did was give us foam mattresses. The government, yeah, you're right. It's not their job to innovate, but they have. Otherwise, what was his other question?
Highways. That's about it.
What was his other questions?
Weibo.
Start at the beginning.
Is Chuck E. Cheese pizza recycle not a rectangle?
No,
It's
it's not
rectangle.
recycled. I actually like Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
It's not recycling, and you're wondering why they have different size slices. It's because they make a bunch of pizza at one time, and when people order different pizzas, they just kind of cut them up and put them all together. You know, if it's like half or quarter and all this good junk.
Dude, I kind of want pizza right now.
I do too, but I gotta wait a little bit because they usually don't have very good pizza at the beginning. So if I wait an hour or two, I'll get good pizza.
Yeah. Sorry about the panties. Don't worry, it's not serious. I'm right off Shapiro on religion. You don't think UBI will cause inflation? Why does Gov never able create innovation? Why, if private sector does it? I can't read of the best of days, but that was. Oof.
Yes, UBI would absolutely cause inflation.
I don't
Same.
think so.
Ubisoft, what?
Yeah.
I don't think UBI would cause any sort of inflation because you're not. So in the time when UBI would be appropriate, it's so you can just afford things like rent and bills and shit like that.
Mhm.
I don't know what inflation that would cause.
When everybody has money, then they'll just pump up the price.
But that's not how it works.
That is how it works. That's inflation, supply and demand. When you have a huger demand, then
But you're
can
not getting
charge
more of a
prices.
demand for rent.
You
But
will be.
that's assuming everybody would be using it on their rent. I mean, if you just get $1,000 a month and everyone goes and buys a TV, they'll jack the TV prices up, maybe. But
Connor Johnson, is there such a thing as a good anti-PSA? Thank you for the question and the donation.
that says anti-drug.
Good, yeah.
Anti-drug PSA. Sorry.
Yes, I played them all one day on my channel, all the old-timey PSAs.
They could do a good one. I mean, one against using fentanyl wouldn't be a bad thing. Pump
All you
up
have
the
to do
price
is
and
look
pump
at
up the
the
jam. Pump up the jam. Pump it up. Supply and demand only goes up for a second until supply snaps back to meet demand, silly monkey. All right. That's why nothing is inflated when we've
Hey,
forced companies to pay people a certain amount.
question: Would you? Oh, sorry. I'll wait.
The supply of rent isn't going away. Like the supply of rented homes isn't going anywhere.
The economic discussion is so enthralling to me. Hey, would you guys like it if like 500 people showed up and mobbed a place because you're a YouTuber?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that would
Monkey.
give me,
Yeah.
that
So-
would give me pause.
I just came across this YouTube teen celebrity.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So it ends. So his post ends with panic at a mall.
At least, oh, I think I know what this story is. At least it wasn't. They didn't call him an influencer.
Yeah. Well, I'm curious to know who this celebrity is. A Seattle-born teen celebrity on YouTube instigated a panic at South Center Mall around 5 p.m. Saturday when some 400 to 500 kids showed up and then ran out of the mall together, leading some police to think there was a shooting.
Oh wow.
The police information officer Victor Masters said the YouTuber, quote, encouraged a large group of kids to show up and told them, let's get kicked out.
Oh,
The YouTuber is 18-year-old Deshae Frost.
The hell is
I've never
that?
heard of that.
Deshae, Deshae, Frost. Deshae. I've never heard of this person.
He's
Ew.
He has 1 million followers on Instagram and more than 1 million subscribers to his YouTube channel, where he posts videos of himself doing stand-up comedy, just talking, or organizing competitions to win merch.
he's a
Why-
prank channel.
Yeah, he's a prank channel. I hate this fucker.
Why? I'll never. I mean, Monkey was talking earlier about how it's frustrating to see stupid people succeed or
Yes.
become successful. I'll never understand. But between the group of us here, take any one of us and the amount of time, thought, or effort we put into our content, and yet this guy, some 18-year-old dweeb.
Hey, Sinatra, isn't this the asshole who did that? Whose girlfriend did that fake abortion prank or whatever?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my god.
He uploads like a video every day, maybe twice a day.
And they're not even good, are they?
No,
No.
they are not.
Some of his videos get like 100,000 views, and he's got almost 2 million subscribers or 1.1
This
million.
fucking asshole. And I work my ass off.
Pincalo says, "Oh, he was a Vine faggot. Viners killed our platform."
I'm gonna
Yeah.
rage.
Was he a Viner? I don't remember him from Vine.
I don't know the guy. I know this kind of shit happened. But to the question you posed, Scribe, if I went somewhere and 500 people like, I have to go meet Monkey, I'd be like, damn right you do.
Hmm.
Because I am that egotistical, y'all. Y'all
Yeah,
think
but
like-
about that. I'm not. I'm
You wouldn't tell him to like rush out and like cause
No.
trouble or something.
No, I wouldn't tell him to that. I'd be like, come sit down and entertain me for a little bit since let's reverse this for a moment.
Since I can't move, entertain me.
But like when TikTok inevitably shuts down, because it will, we all know it, and they all migrate over to here, we're just gonna have the greatest of times, she said sarcastically.
It'll be the invasion of thoughts.
You just need to do
Twitch shuts
one TikTok Weibo, and that'll be the delivery mechanism to bring people onto YouTube.
TikTok.
No, I
is
can
the
actually sing. I
single
don't need a lip sync.
most
I've never heard
cringy
you
thing
sing.
I've ever seen ever.
Zombie Teddy says, "Oh, Ranting Monkey, you don't go anywhere." That's not true. Occasionally, I go down to my doctor, and
Sometimes he goes to his mini fridge.
sometimes I do.
Sometimes.
I almost fell doing that the other night. I've actually thought, because there have been people who've asked me about it, of announcing where I go for my doctor and having a meetup sometime.
Weird.
Maybe. What people want to meet me, man?
While you're getting medical treatment?
No, not
Yeah.
not come to my doctor. We'd go to like a restaurant or something afterwards.
I'd do it.
Oh.
I want to go to Shakey's Pizza. Let's go do that.
If I'm ever that far north to visit my brother again, totally.
There's a great steak and shake in Grand Rapids that we usually go to after my appointments.
You get a little treat after your doctor's.
Yes.
Is it a lollipop?
No, it's a
No.
vanilla shake.
Oh, okay.
Because vanilla is the best shake, y'all. I don't care what y'all say.
I
Mint
like
chocolate?
I like vanilla shakes too, I gotta say. Sorry.
That's right, guys.
I like vanilla shakes. I also like chocolate shakes.
What about peanut butter chocolate shakes?
no?
I like Weibo's vanilla chocolate shake.
Wow.
Wait, what does that mean?
I have no
Scribe, hang
idea.
on.
You know, it's only 4 hours away from me. Maybe I should go to that steak and shake.
Wait,
4 hours, that's worth it.
Milkman Dan says, "I want to meet you, Monkey. I'd shake your hand and be ever so happy." What that? Look, you guys are actually way too kind to me.
Here's that. Hang on.
Somebody said, "Monkey, but stairs." There's no stairs in my doctor.
There are ramps.
Yeah, the whole hospital is set up with ramps everywhere. It's nice.
Oh wow, it's 4 hours away from me too. Dax.
Hey, I think maybe we're all gonna meet up.
Meet up.
It's about 4.5 hours from me when I'm at school, but 3.5 hours when I'm at home.
Holy shit, we might actually have to meet up sometime.
Yo!
Dax, do you live in my state?
I'm in Wisconsin.
No.
Ew, Wisconsin.
No, he's a cheese
Yeah.
man. Cheese.
Diesel Dave.
You got to drive right around that stupid lake.
Well, I mean, there's got to be some sort of ferry service over there at some point. I got to look it up.
There is a ferry service, but I can't remember where it goes to. Diesel Dave, thank you. Give me a week's notice. I can get there.
Yeah. Diesel Dave can get anywhere within a week.
Yeah, no shit. He's a professional driver.
I was going to say, he's paid to be anywhere in a week.
Yeah.
I would totally go to Grand Rapids to meet Monkey. Now I have to be careful when I say I'm going to my doctor. I'm actually going sometime this month. I just don't know when it is. I got to call him and find out. I missed my last one because we had a horrible snowstorm.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty bad for a couple weeks.
How long would it take me to bike from here? About 22 hours and 2 minutes.
Yeah, on those little legs, probably a while.
Fuck
Well,
you.
it says it should take me like 16 hours if I take like the Greyhound and stuff. And I'm wondering, why wouldn't I just hire somebody to drive me?
Weebs, do you have to drive one of those little kids' bikes?
Do I have to drive a little kid's bike or ride a little kid's? No,
No,
I
you
ride a
no,
full
no.
adult bike.
This is sounding bad. Well, the more you say it.
I can ride a full adult bike, and I have been able to since the 6th grade when I had my puberty.
When I had my puberty.
When
Do
I
you have,
came
like-
into my womanhood.
Do you have blocks on the pedals?
No.
Are you
You
sure?
just have to. I can ride a motorcycle actually, so
Is it a
it's
little
not
motorcycle?
big. It's a
Oh,
very small motorcycle.
Milkman Dan says Monkey doesn't go to the doctor comes to Monkey. That would be nice, especially for what that bitch makes off of me. Look, I'm not kidding. When you go to a neurological specialist, it's not cheap. Them fuckers are expensive. It's a good thing my wife has insurance. Weebo is lying. She doesn't know how to ride a bike. I have photos. DM me. Ooh.
Oh, I kind of want to see that.
Okay.
Hey,
I have
Monkey.
a photograph on my Instagram of me on my motorcycle.
Monkey, I got to
I've
split.
seen
I got to get some things done before the stream, so I got to go.
Yeah, don't forget, guys. Go watch over on his channel at 3 p.m. Eastern. He's got a Familiar with the Matter where Point Curation is going to come talk about. Say it again for me.
Telecommunications.
Telecommunications. Thank you so much. And Scribbles, thanks for joining us, man.
Yep. Thanks for having me on. Bye, guys.
See you, bud.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
I'm supposed to check Streamlabs again. Thank you, Toasted, again for the $1. NASA has tripled the budget of SpaceX, and yet they are not dominating. You just angry SpaceX. Don't send Monkey to space. When people have money, the cost of living is more. People have less money, the cost of living is less. So just shut up and sing Sinatra.
Yeah, we don't give NASA anything to do anymore.
Yeah, they have no reason to do anything.
Yeah.
They're not
When we were-
competing with the USSR anymore. So.
Exactly. So yes, look, private sector is always going to beat the public public because they have profits and stuff they have to meet. They have to get things done. Where the public say like, oh, we'll get to that tomorrow, man, and we're still getting our budget no matter what. I'm leaving with the other cool kid. I'm gonna go chow and watch a movie. Take it easy, Duck Dog. Thanks for coming by, bud.
I have to study for midterms this week.
No, you don't.
Didn't you
should
just
know
have midterms?
No, I have. Okay, so I had a midterm 2 weeks ago. I had midterm Wednesday, and now I have a midterm coming up this Thursday. So they're spread out. Which
How
is
many
nice.
midterms you got?
I got 4, and I've
Okay.
had 2 already.
I
What's
feel
the
like
one
that's
now?
wrong.
I took all of my computer science midterms and to varying degrees of success, and now I have to study for my Eurociv midterm.
Your midterms they're spread out quite weirdly.
I know it's really weird that my professors did that, but I'm not gonna complain because if they're not spread out, they are all in the same week, and that's just a nightmare scenario.
Jim Healis is going to see Captain Marvel again in about an hour, and Jim says Brie actually has an ass in that movie, and I say that's not true.
No, she does. Can't
No, she
Yeah.
doesn't.
They
No, she
did a
saw it.
body double.
Oh,
Like they
I-
padded that shit. They probably put something.
She
in
ain't
the
got no
suit.
ass.
But
They did a body
in
double.
the suit, they padded it, which gave her an ass.
That's not her ass then. Real quick, Kingslayer, thank you. It's because NASA isn't run by Nazis anymore. Fuck.
Yeah, we need more Nazi innovation.
Yeah. Oh man. Look, we have done extensive research on this show about Brie Larson's ass, and she does not. We've done it twice.
Mhm.
She does not have an ass.
She doesn't.
We've also done extensive research on Ocasio-Cortez's ass. She does not have an ass.
Nor has tits. We were concerned, and we thought it was a C, but low B.
Yeah, she's got
doesn't
bigger
have
tits.
Or
No.
she does have tits.
Does not.
She does not.
Okay, so then hang on. I saw that video just as much as everyone else did. She
Yes.
had big boobies.
No,
She
that's
pushes her
not
chest
enough.
out.
Yeah.
She was sticking her chest out. So I still have a bigger
Yes.
chest area. Okay, good.
It's the same thing because we had quite the argument about AOC's ass.
Mhm.
Almost every picture you see of her where you can see her ass, she's bent. But there's just a couple of them where she's standing up straight, and you're like, flat as a board, flat as a board. AOC has rocking boobs. If you think so, man, there's better ones. Weibo has better boobs.
I do.
They can clap. You have
These
proof.
are all natural triple D's.
Triple D's.
They're
Holy
not
shit.
triple D's. You're fucking lying to me.
No, I'm not kidding. I can show you my
Send
Victoria's
him your old
Secret card.
bra.
Actually, I do want proof because I'm usually a good judge of character at this, and if I got fooled twice, I can't say I'm an expert anymore.
All right, hang on. Let me see where I can
Thoughts from the dryer says, well, this is a true MIT AM degenerating into TNA. It's what we do.
It's
But
at the
since
100-minute mark. We always do this.
Since you mentioned that, we have not checked the hashtag in a few days. Dash.
Hmm.
Dash. What did I just called you, Stacey Dash?
Well, you have a Stacey Dash moment. I think
Yeah.
I'll go check out the MIT AM.
Oh, Dax, hang on. Check out your DMs in a hot second. I'm about to send you my Victoria's Secret card from my last visit.
Okay.
This is the 25th of January. Hang on.
Oh, is there actually a fight over whether Crowder was a virgin before he got married?
Yeah,
What the? Who cares?
there you go.
Well,
Proof.
Roaming Millennial sent out this tweet. Steven Crowder says he and his wife waited until they were married before they had sex. He never claimed to be a virgin before marriage. He did not lie. Abstinence is not the same as virginity. Someone can have sex and then go on to be abstinent in the future. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Abstinence just means you're not having sex. It doesn't mean you never had sex. Cryptic, thank you so much. Forget all of them. I got 34 double D moobs.
Well,
You're
you
Asian. You ain't got no moobs.
Every 6 months, you get a free fitting. That's pretty sweet.
So, Dax, is that damning enough evidence?
Yeah, I'm no longer an expert, and I renounce my claim.
Damn, fucking
I would have
shit.
said you were, at best, no offense, a D.
I wish.
Oh.
Oh, God. Do you know how easy my life would be? The amount of stress that would be just alleviated from my shoulders. Oh,
You need to get somebody to walk behind you carrying him. I've offered to do that for my wife when she talks about how they, pull on her back. Like, I'll carry him.
Oh.
She's always said no.
If you would
Anyhow.
like to fund the Weibo Jones breast reduction fund, here's my
I
stream
will
lab.
never refund a reduction, ever. Sorry.
Okay, but here, think about this. Think about this. If you fund my reduction,
fine
I
if you
will
wanna buy me
donate
an AK.
I will donate my boobage to another woman so she can have what I have lost.
You should sell it.
I don't think Kelly would buy it. She's got little itty bitty titties.
Hitler is only seen as the worst figure in history because he killed white people, according to Andrew Murray, one of Jeremy Corbyn's most
kill
senior
white
aides.
people.
Except for he didn't just kill white people.
He killed primarily Jews and Bolsheviks.
I can't read all of this because it's one of those pay sites, and the only subscription service I have is to the Post. So we'll read just the beginning. Hitler's, we already read that part. The remarks made in the Imperial Controversy Challenging the Empire Apologist, a 2009 book he wrote with the help of somebody I can't say, Mr. Corbyn's communication director, risks adding to the row about anti-Semitism. What?
Foreign?
Yes.
Weibo is a breast socialist arguing for breast redistribution. Actually, yeah,
Breast
hold on.
redistribution.
Breast
Guys-
redistribution is the cause that we can all get behind. I
Guys,
think, right?
it's all up to you if you want to Fund her breast reduction or fund my First Amendment right?
Ooh.
Your Second Amendment right.
I'm fighting a losing battle here, aren't I?
I'm gonna say he's gonna win just because I like boobs too much to want to get rid of them, but I like guns a lot and want to see more of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so
trying to
I'm
buy.
really-
Really,
a losing battle.
hang on.
I'm trying to buy an SKS.
If you really want to help fund something, help fund the Ranting Monkey Ramen Noodle
Never.
Fund.
Just give him $3. That's enough for a carton.
Can I change my fund? It's
No.
now.
You already locked it in.
God damn it.
It's the Better Bra Fund.
The
There you
Better
go. How about
Bra
that?
Fund. If you want to fund my push-up bra fund, here is the link to my Streamlabs.
SKS.
They're gonna, but see, you're saying that, but now they're gonna want to see proof
Disavow.
of getting push-up bras.
They're gonna
Disavow.
want to see the push-up bra. Are you gonna post pictures of you in a push-up bra?
No, just wear the same type of shirts that I usually wear, the ones that, show cleavage, but now there'll be more cleavage.
Yeah, guys,
Well,
it's not worth it.
That doesn't
Look,
affect you. I don't stare at your cleavage. You're a little bro. So
Weebo, you missed it. You could have said, yes, I'll post those pictures, but just post your head. They don't have to know.
oh, well, it's too late now.
You got to
Alright.
catch those. You got to catch those. Real quick, over on the MITAM, because I really do want to get to these because these people are nice enough to send us articles, y'all.
They're nice
Thank
people.
This comes from Frosted Glass. Alabama bill would require people to pass a drug test before receiving SNAP benefits. They've tried doing this many times, and it keeps failing. Even when it does pass, it gets shot down in court.
Yeah,
In Alabama, go ahead.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, they say it's not a big problem, like only like 5% or something of SNAP recipients actually use drugs. I don't know how they know that. They did a test in Michigan where I think that's where it comes from. There was a test case in Michigan where they did that. And yeah, only like 5% of the people that they tested were druggies. But anyway.
Like drug positive?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. Don't drugs, not all drugs, but a good number of drugs, or at least half of a lot of them, they're no longer in the system after a very short time period, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it depends on how they tested them. If they just tested their blood, yeah, it gets out quick. If they tested their hair, that shit's there for like until you cut it off.
Well, yeah, that registers. That's basically the track record history timeline of exactly what it is you've put in your system ever since you grew that hair in specific.
Yeah, and they can tell by how long your hair is, how long that piece of hair is, what they their words, saliva, urine, or blood tests. I don't know, Milkman. I can't remember the study. It's been a while since I read it. But this comes up every now and then. An Alabama lawmaker has introduced a bill that will require the people who receive benefits in his state under the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program pass a drug test if there's a reasonable suspicion someone is taking illegal substances. Reasonable suspicion includes the person having a conviction for the use of or distribution of drugs without a prescription within 5 years of the date of the application. Well, I mean, that's different than just everybody has to take it. So I guess that's a little bit better.
I just feel like that's a lot of manpower for just like 5% of people.
Well, again, excuse me, that was a study out of Michigan, and how right it is or not, I'm not sure. This one came from Princess Unicorn Nipples, still one of my favorite names here.
That is a great name.
Oh, sorry, Princess, I can't read that.
Is it a bad kid story?
It is.
Yeah, don't read it.
We don't do dead kids or dead animals here.
It made me sad.
Ramen Lewis sent us 4th grade teacher made a kid wash the ashes off his head from Ash Wednesday.
That's ridiculous.
I heard about that story. Didn't you read it last night?
We did. Look, we do crossover here.
All right. Because it's
Thank you.
Yeah, bless you. When 9-year-old William McLeod went to his Utah public school on Wednesday, he knew some of his classmates might ask him about the ashen cross he wore on his forehead for Ash Wednesday. He didn't think his teacher would tell him it was inappropriate and make him wash it off. That's pretty much the story, y'all. The teacher made him wash it off. There's no reason for her to have done that. It wasn't hurting anybody. Fuck off. That's like making somebody. It's like making somebody take off a crucifix that they're wearing around their neck. It's not hurting anybody. Leave it alone.
You would never hear someone was made to take off their yarmulke or their hijab
No.
in school.
Yeah, this look, I know there's the separation of church and state. It doesn't say that in the Constitution. People out there, but this literally wasn't hurting anybody. There was no reason to do it. Fuck that woman. That was a bad call. Bad call. I don't think this is like something she deserves fired over, but she definitely deserves a reprimand and to be taught what the fucking rules are.
Take a sensitivity class.
All you need says, but isn't religion banned in public schools in the U.S.? No.
It's banned from being taught.
It's not even banned from being taught. It's it can't
endorse it.
Yeah, there's different rules for it depending on your state, actually. But no, there's nothing that says you can't do that. Thank you, Monkey. That confusion about the Constitution pisses me off. Me too. Because
there's no separation of church and state in the Constitution.
Yeah.
There's also no right to abortion in the Constitution either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, but with the separation of church and state, people actually, that was pulled from a letter that was written after the Constitution. And what the Constitution actually says is the state can make no or can't ban religion or support religion. I am paraphrasing there. I forget the exact wording because I probably should be back in bed by now.
Probably.
Let's see. This one comes to us from Corey. What is this? Captain Marvel reviews. Brie Larson takes on cosmic villains, sexist trolls, and wins. Fuck off.
You didn't win anything. I still haven't bought a ticket yet.
Look, it's
I would have liked to have seen more of the cosmic aspect of the Marvel universe because I feel like we've overextended our welcome on planet Earth with what it is that we can do with heroes.
With the exception of the Mandarin, I agree.
Kind of, but like,
holy shit.
Well, think about it. We've expanded the universe to involve space. Why not involve space more? There's so much out there. There's so much content out there that you could capitalize on. But no, we brought, Brie Larson back to Earth for whatever fucking reason.
Evil One says, I'm an atheist and I find that disgusting. Me too. I'm not religious, but we have such a problem in this country where I shouldn't have to look at anything religious. Fuck off. Anyway, this one comes to us from Sarah. I think we're going to end on this story. Florida woman shot her boyfriend because he was snoring too loudly.
Wow.
Florida.
Just trying to get a good night's sleep.
Brevard County, Florida. A woman is facing attempted murder charges after deputies said she shot a man because he was making too much noise while sleeping. Deputies say, y'all want to see her?
Yes.
Do.
But did he die though?
No, that's why it's attempted murder.
Oh.
Yeah, it's in the truck.
But
she looks like she would totally shoot her boyfriend for snoring.
Yeah, don't snore around a bitch. It looks like that.
Mhm.
Look at her. She looks tired as fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe she went crazy for not getting any sleep thanks to this guy.
This is what
All
happens
right.
when you don't get a good night's sleep. You shoot people.
Let's see. Deputy said 47-year-old Lori Morin of Cocoa, Florida. Sometimes my brain puts in words that I'm not actually reading. She shot her boyfriend Wednesday, all because he was snoring too loudly. When authorities arrived at their home on Emerald Lake Drive, Morin and her boyfriend told them the shooting was an accident.
Yeah, I accidentally pointed the gun at him and shot him.
The man was taken to the hospital where he's still recovering from injuries, but is in stable condition. Through an ongoing investigation by detective.
You need to
See, this is why we're ending here soon.
This is why we have a scribe.
Through an ongoing investigation by deputies, authorities discovered the pair had been drinking the night before the shooting happened and had an argument over the victim snoring too loud. During the argument at some point, authorities say Morin grabbed a shotgun. A shotgun? Jesus fuck! And fired at her boyfriend, hitting him. Morin is charged with attempted murder and aggravated battery. Wow.
Shotgun is a bit overkill. I mean, if you're going to shoot somebody, just shoot them. Don't, shred their insides.
Yeah, I mean, damn.
Do you have the story about the middle school student who was arrested?
For what?
No.
At Chattanooga, Tennessee, according to an eyewitness account at McAllister Middle School yesterday afternoon, middle school student Tommy Parker was arrested after he tried to do a Kamehameha at a bully during recess,
Who the water?
and it worked.
Wait, what?
That's
Tommy
Dragon
does
Ball
this
Z.
because
sweetie.
because if he actually tried to get into a fight, he would get his ass kicked from here to Japan, said one of Tommy's friends, who asked to remain anonymous for the sake of his social reputation. If his dad yells at him, he does the cammy whammy thing at the door when it closes. When you're a nerdy kid who hasn't hit puberty yet, copying attack from movies like Dragon Ball Z is your only defense against injustices in the world. According to those close to the situation, Tommy's bully, Harry Fitzgerald, was sent careening across the football field before slamming through the scoreboard, leaving a smoking hole behind.
Nice.
Sorry, I have to
Wow.
look this up because if
I believe most of that is silly, Weibo.
It's all satire, but it's hilarious.
but I don't know what Kamehameha is.
Kamehameha. It's like the ultimate move
I've
in
never watched
Dragon Ball.
It's when you put your hands together and you shoot a blue beam out at somebody.
Kamehameha.
Oh wow.
Jar Jar Binks, thank you. The consequence of waking up the trailer trash? Yeah, no shit. Bitch shot him with a shotgun. Ethan Long, thank you so much. That sounds expensive, Weibo. Between writers and directors talented enough capitalize on the possibilities of cosmic marvel plus the special effects. Well,
Yeah,
they kind of pulled part of that off with Thor
And Guardians of the Galaxy.
and Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah. And they spent 154 million, so I feel like they could have done it. But guys, with that, I am going to wrap this up. I'm going to go find something to eat and hug on the wife and kiss her a little bit.
Aw.
Bologna sandwich.
What's that?
Bologna sandwich.
Probably. No, you know what I'm probably going to have, Dax?
No. You almost caught me with that one. No, fuck off.
I'm going to have ramen. Guys, thank you so much for the donations. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us for 2 hours a day. Listen to us ramble about whatever the fuck comes up. And Weibo, we're going to start with you. Anything you want to pimp out today?
You should totally go check out my review of the Captain Marvel movie over on my second channel, Weibo Incognito. I'll put that linked in the description. And then I'm also coming out with a video in the next couple of days where I'm going to be wearing a bee suit and doing the MAGA ninja thing in the bee suit. So definitely keep an eye out on my first channel for
I
that.
fucking love you.
Oh my god.
Oh my God. Sinatra, anything you want to pimp out?
Yeah, I put out a video yesterday that I think is pretty good about Brianna Wu calling for government intervention in the online sphere.
Oh, yeah.
And
I've actually got that queued up.
Okay.
I was like, what is this? Dead air? What do you
Well, I didn't know if you were going to say anything else after that.
I'll put the creeps in link in the chat.
There we go. Dax, anything you want to pimp out?
We doing Borderlands 2 tonight, motherfuckers.
That's right. About 7 o'clock, you guys will be over on 2 Cents Plus doing that. I'll do that in just a moment. Before we get there,
How come I don't get invited to play Borderlands 2 anymore?
Will you show up? Because we need a fourth right away. If you're there right away, we can just roll right away.
bring a smaller character.
I have a smaller character.
Hard light, motherfucker.
We're at 28. So you have something around 28?
Yes.
Okay,
I-
we're good.
I forgot
Come
about
play.
Two Girls One Stream.
Oh, yeah.
That's tonight
We have-
at 7:30.
Yeah, we have Two Girls One Stream at 7:30 on my channel. So
That is 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, you guys.
yeah.
Scribbles is going to be over on his channel at 3 p.m. Eastern time doing a what's it called? Familiar with the Matter, featuring point curation. They're going to be talking about telecommunications. I finally remembered what that was. Make sure you guys check that out. Let's see. Tonight we'll be on 2 Cents Plus playing Borderlands 2. This is our long stream. We'll see how long I can go.
Yes.
But come check that out. It's a lot of fun. Dax and Sinatra, hopefully both will be there.
I will be there for sure.
I think my other low character is
Did
low.
he cut out or is that me?
What?
Well, we'll figure something out. But guys, it's for thank you, Weebs, Sinatra, Dax, and joining me today. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time.
Later.
Say bye, guys. Sinatra, Weebo, say bye.
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 There we go.